Hi, I'm Chuck Poptarts. This is a tree. Trees need energy to grow. This energy is released from the food made by photosynthesis in a process of respiration. This process occurs in the mitochondria of the tree cells 24 hours a day. Some of the food is combined with oxygen, and the reaction releases stored energy for growth. Respiration uses between a quarter and half of food produced in photosynthesis. Respiration uses oxygen and releases energy, carbon dioxide and water. The combined effect of photosynthesis and respiration is that the tree will actually absorb more carbon dioxide from the atmosphere than it releases.
Hello, I am Jeff Building, and today we'll be discussing photosynthesis. As you can tell, we are around a lot of photoautotrophs, which use the process of photosynthesis to generate energy. They get this energy from light and from carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is converted into sugars in a process called carbon fixation. Carbon fixation is a redox reaction, so photosynthesis needs to supply both a source of energy to drive this process and the electrons needed to convert the carbon dioxide into carbohydrate, which is a reduction reaction. Without photosynthesis, this would not be alive. Neither would this, or this, or this. Photosynthesis in plants like all of these and the ones previously mentioned creates stored sunlight in essence, which is then consumed by other animals, which then gives the other animals energy to do other functions like cellular respiration and other things of that nature. I'm Jeff Building, and that's my take on photosynthesis.
Hi, my name's Scotch Tate, and I'm going to talk to you about transpiration. Transpiration is a process similar to evaporation. It's a part of the water cycle, and is the loss of water vapor from parts of the plants, especially leaves, such as these, but also in the stems, flowers, and roots of other flowers and plants. Leaf surfaces are dotted with openings which are collectively called stomata. They're under here. The stoma are bordered by guard cells that open and close the pore. Leaf transpiration occurs through stomata and can be thought of as a necessary cost associated with the opening of the stomata to allow the diffusion of CO2 gas from the air for photosynthesis. Transpiration also cools in plants and enables mass flow of mineral nutrients and water from roots to shoots.
Hello folks, my name is Adele Computer, and I'm here in the neck of the woods to talk about the spectacular process of pollination. To break it down, there are two types of pollination, abiotic and biotic. Biotic refers to the situation where pollination is mediated without the involvement of other organisms. The most common form of abiotic pollination is wind, otherwise known as the wind. Now let me do a little demonstration on this. The other type of pollination is biotic. Biotic pollination. Pollinators to do the heavy lifting, most of which are insects. Attracted to the colorful petals and strong scents of the flower, pollinators roll around in the pollen on one plant and transfer it to another. This enables fertilization and sexual reproduction throughout plants. Thanks folks for watching the Nature Boys. Maybe we'll see you next time.